What's good, y'all? I'm about to react to this Avengers Doomsday casting and leaks X-Men details. Okay, Cosmic Wonder.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Cosmic Wonder. Today we have some more leaks about Avengers Doomsday, including talking about several characters and their important roles to play in Avengers Doomsday, and also a new character is reportedly going to be introduced in the upcoming Avengers films, and we also have found out why the Avengers Doomsday rap party showed a picture of somebody with Cerebro on their head. As it turns out, it's going to be used for a very specific reason in Avengers Doomsday. So, a lot to dive into today, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We talk about Marvel every single day and would love your support on the channel. So these new leaks are coming from insider James Mack, who is a relatively new insider but has been proven right already with some reports, with some information that Marvel has already delivered to us via some set photos and also that bag that showed a first look at the...
I ain't gonna lie, looking at this another time, hope they be all in their costume just like we see right here, dude. I ain't gonna lie, they really gonna bring us back that Thor from Avengers Infinity War. Not that fat Thor we want anymore. I don't want that fat Thor no more. Glad we can see Chris Hemsworth is gonna be back in shape. We're gonna see the old Cyclops. Can't wait for that. Old Charles Xavier. I ain't gonna lie. I love to see some of the old cast back. I ain't gonna lie. Man, I hope this movie be good, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready. I would like to see what's gonna be interesting about this movie, cause I know it's gonna be a dark movie, dog. Even though I see that photo of the Russo brothers that posted, I ain't gonna lie, it looked like he was sitting in the dark, just sitting in his chair. I felt like, oh man, this is gonna be a dark movie. Gonna be Avengers versus the X-Men
costumes
movie.
for the Avengers. He was right about a few things and that confirmed it. So this was compiled by comicbookmovie.com, who put together all of his recent leaks, and they state he's offered a few more intriguing Avengers Doomsday updates, including the fact that the actors not officially announced to appear are supporting characters, cameos, or surprise appearances. So basically, the actors who haven't been announced are going to be supporting characters, quick cameos, or are going to be saved for some type of surprise. So this could be Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, Tom Holland's Spider-Man. However, they do state, as stated in the report from the insider, he expects Brie Larson, Teyonah Parris, Sophia DiMartino, and Benedict Cumberbatch to be confirmed soon, as they're important to the movie. So right away, a lot of people have been asking, when is the second chair video? When is the next casting announcement?
Oh yes, we all waiting on that, man. I mean, this is the right month to reveal the second chair reveal, man. And it's Halloween too, so why not, man? Like, come on, Marvel. They BSing right now. We want to see that second chair
Marvel
reveal.
might not do a big production video like they did before, but it sounds like, based on this, they are going to confirm some more characters in some way, shape, or form. Marketing has already begun, and
Dad, I just read this comment. Dude, Norman Reedus would be an excellent Ghost Rider. Keanu as real. Norman Reedus, though, I ain't gonna lie. Since he the best Walking Dead character to ever exist in the Walking Dead community universe, I ain't gonna lie. I would like to see that, though. I would like to see that. I ain't gonna lie, because he do be riding his bike all the time in Walking Dead. Think more about it. And on his show, his new reality show. Gonna lie, and Keanu would be a pretty good one too. But he really don't show me like a bike riding dude. He showed me more like a car driving dude. More kind of like a Vin Diesel, like with the muscle car he would be driving like. But I don't know, they could make it work though. I also think Ryan Gosling would be a pretty good Ghost Rider though. I also think. But I want to see that Nicolas Cage come back, man. I love that
Looks
Nicolas
like we
Cage
might be
Ghost
getting that
Rider.
first trailer for Avengers Doomsday attached to Avatar Fire and Ash, which comes out in December, so we're not that far away from it, but that tells us that the marketing is going to be planned way in advance. So the next, I wouldn't say full casting announcement, but the next confirmation for some characters is probably coming relatively soon. As far as these characters are concerned, Brie Larson,
Yo, what's up with these comments? We love Brie Larson as Captain America. Yo, boy, that would be wild they did that. Even though I never knew Captain Marvel was a dude in the comics until they reversed it and turned to a woman. But I really didn't have no problem with that, man. But I feel like Captain Marvel, it looked more like I ain't gonna lie, it look more like a woman role, if I be honest with you. It look better for a woman to be in that role. But it is what it is. But for Black Panther should be male. Um, uh, yeah. Seeing as that though.
Captain America, of course, she's
Pretty
going to be in the
much.
movie and have a relatively important role. The same goes for Teyonah Parris, who is Monica Rambeau. So basically what we've heard from insiders previously reported is that, of course, Monica Rambeau is in the X-Men universe. And right now, Captain Marvel, her sole objective is to find Monica Rambeau. So that's apparent. Of course, Monica Rambeau is in the X-Men universe. And right now, Captain Marvel, her sole objective is to find Monica Rambeau. So that's apparently how we end up in the X-Men.
Yeah, we about to get another Marvel's project. Even though that movie really wasn't good like that. I really did enjoy myself watching the Marvels. Nah, man. So we must gonna get like another project, I guess. That's gonna go on. But I know we're gonna get that after Avengers. We about to get all these independent films after Avengers. Like I hate that we getting Doctor Strange 3 between the Avengers movies, but I heard that's canceled, so Simpsons gonna take the place of that. But I wanna know, Simpsons always come up with these conspiracy and theories about what's going on in the world right now. But I don't know. I feel like that Simpsons movie is probably gonna give us some hints or something's gonna go on right
universe.
there.
Captain Marvel and other Avengers go to that universe seeking Teyonah Parris's Monica Rambeau. Then obviously Sophia DiMartino, she's Sylvie, and obviously I'm just gonna say she's a part of Team Loki. Team Loki would probably consist of Sylvie, Mobius, Hunter B-15, and then of course Deadpool and Wolverine, and probably Gambit, depending on where.
Dang, I never cared about this Sylvie. I never even cared about her, dude. I ain't gonna lie, even though season 2 of Loki was pretty good for me, I really didn't care with her about that. She was like a love interest, another Loki just for Loki. I just love Loki. I just love Tom Hiddleston just to act as Loki, dude. I really enjoyed Loki, dude. How he really changed his way. This dude really became a villain in the first Avengers, then turned around his whole life. Became a good guy in Thor the Dark World, then Thor Ragnarok, and then had his own 2 seasons of his own show. I mean, he really did something for himself. Become a good guy. Now got the control of time, man. That's amazing to see how his character really done evolved. But hopefully he have his own squad and see him on the good side and fight Doctor Doom. I would like to see that fight, dude. That would be a crazy fight between him, Doctor Doom, and Doctor Strange team up against Loki. And I would like to see Thor to join Loki's team.
They would put
That would be
Gambit
pretty
and
cool to see,
X-23 and Blade. That's probably their team. We knew she was going to appear, but makes sense that she would have a pretty important role to play. She's probably going to kind of in a way speak for Loki, because we know that the TVA and Loki being attached to everything is going to see Doom coming and knows that there's a threat to the multiverse. And as far as Benedict Cumberbatch is concerned, well, Doctor Strange is going to play an important role. I personally believe, you probably heard me say this before, I think he's going to side with Doctor Doom. I think Clea might actually be a part of the Black Swans, which we'll get to in just a bit, because a new character might be coming from that group. Now, recently, Daniel RPK reported that Ghost Rider was going to make a cameo in Avengers Doomsday, but according to James Mack, he states that he believes it's going to be a new actor taking the role and not Nicolas Cage. And I was hoping for Nicolas Cage. I'm still hoping for Nicolas Cage, but according to James Mack...
Okay. Me too, man. Me too. I want that Nicolas Cage cameo, man. I ain't gonna lie, I would like to see a variant of another actor playing this. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Probably Keanu, but somebody else, dude. I said Ryan Gosling would be a pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, I would like to see Ryan Gosling play this role, dude. But I would like to see like a brand new like type of Ghost Rider creation. Like I would like to see Ryan Gosling have like flaming hair. I wonder did Ghost Rider ever had something like that instead of like his skull. You see his skull, then you see like his flaming hair like that. That would be pretty cool to see. Like his whole fire, just like see the shape of his hair. Like
this might actually be our
that?
new Ghost Rider of the MCU. So this could very well be somebody like Keanu Reeves or Norman
Look, somebody hating in the comments, dude.
Reedus or Ryan Gosling. A bunch of those actors who have been rumored to possibly play the new Ghost Rider of the MCU. It sounds like this might be the Ghost Rider that stays on.
Ryan Gosling, man. Dad. Oh, really? So he had Norman Reedus. Dad. I ain't gonna lie. Norman Reedus, he's definitely a fan favorite. And Ryan Gosling. For me, Ryan Gosling, I would love to see Ryan Gosling.
After the reset, or it could just be a one and done cameo from one of those famous actors just for a little bit of fanfare there. We'll have to wait and see on that one, but sounds like it's not going to be Nicolas Cage, unfortunately. Now, here's...
Oh, man. I know why ain't gonna be Nicolas Cage, because he's gonna be playing Spider-Man Noir. Can't wait for that project to come out. I'm definitely be watching that. Think that's a live action project, I guess. Cause I never knew he was Spider-Man Noir in Miles Morales' universe of Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse. I never even heard his voice like that. But I guess they're gonna make hopefully I would like to see a live action. See Nicolas Cage still in shape for it though. But man, if it ain't Nicolas Cage, man, we would like to see a little bit of him back into Ghost Rider though. But if I would say, I would
where
like
he talks
to see
about Cerebro. And again, like I mentioned, Avengers Doomsday, when they wrapped, they had a wrap party. And they showed a bunch of pictures on the wall of basically the crew. And one picture was a crew member wearing Cerebro, which confirms Cerebro is going to indeed be a part of the plot, at least in a little way, when we get to the X-Men universe. And according to James Mack, he says our heroes will use Cerebro to search for Franklin Richards, with the Avengers versus the X-Men battle set to take place in Avengers Doomsday, not a separate project. The recent tease shared by the Russos led to speculation about that being the case, but it seems this fight will be confined to the upcoming blockbuster. Let me explain this real quick. The Russo brothers did an Avengers Doomsday cryptic photo tease again, and the spotlight showed seemingly some X's and some A's, leading a lot of people to believe, including myself, they're teasing the Avengers versus the X-Men. And some people thought that, well, maybe they're going to do a separate movie just for that, maybe in between Doomsday and Secret Wars. There's no confirmation for that yet, so we're going to act like that's not going to happen. But that's what they mean, leading to the speculation about there being another movie, a separate project. But James Mack says, no, that's going to take place in Avengers Doomsday, which does make sense. When the Avengers first get to the X-Men universe, they might be perceived as hostile, especially if Dr. Doom recently attacked them. So that makes a ton of sense that it's just going to remain as a part of Avengers Doomsday. But Cerebro, using Cerebro to search for Franklin Richards, that's a really great idea, because
it's kind of crazy we getting that, because we only got a little bit build up to Dr. Doom, because we really seen in Fantastic Four movie, and we got Wonder Man coming out. It really ain't gonna be no build up. If they surprise us with that, I'll be like, okay. But it really it's only a little bit up to Doctor Doom. We really ain't seen like no carnage, no chaos, no evil stare like they did with Thanos. I ain't gonna lie, I like the build up with Thanos, dude. Like you had him from Age of Ultron. I got to do it myself. No, even though Ultron failed, Thanos had to say that, had for him to come that with that. But I think that's the only like scene they only gave us from Avengers Age of Ultron. But we really ain't got much with Doctor Doom yet. Only just from Fantastic Four when he was just talking with Franklin Richards. But it really ain't no build up.
Obviously,
like
we
that.
know from the Fantastic
But hopefully they build them up in the movie, see more of a background, cause they really ain't give us like from like the classic Fantastic Four film. They really ain't give us like no Doctor Doom that was like a powerful one. Like they always made him like look weaker in those movies. But 015, that was a crazy Doctor Doom. I could see him beating the whole Fantastic Four in my opinion. Even though I liked the Thing in that movie, the rest of the team I really didn't like it all. That was a bad movie though, but I liked
Four
the Thing
post-credit scene.
and Doctor Doom.
Spoilers incoming if you haven't seen that yet. Doom finds Franklin, and from what we've heard, he takes him and he travels the multiverse with him. So the Fantastic Four look for him, and we know from the Thunderbolts post.
Actually, from Doctor Doom from 015, I really didn't like. You can really like see his eyes like that or his mouth moving. That's the only bad thing I didn't like. But how powerful he was, I was like, yo, this dude was different. But I really didn't like the facial features. You really couldn't see him talk or even blink or
Credit scene, they
like
end
have
up
his
in the
eyesight
main
moving
616 universe. So the Avengers and the Fantastic Four seemingly go to the X-Men universe. They're looking for Franklin Richards, so Professor X, or maybe possibly Jean Grey if she's in that universe, uses Cerebro to try and search for Franklin. Now, as far as we're concerned, Cerebro can only really look within one universe, but perhaps with Mr. Fantastic there, the smartest man alive, they can kind of rig it to actually search the entire multiverse, and maybe this is actually how they track down Doctor Doom. It would make a lot of sense, and it would solve a serious problem the Avengers have, locating Doom. So as far as why we saw a crew member wearing Cerebro, it looks like this is the reason. They use it to search for Franklin Richards, the son of Reed and Sue. Now, he also claims, this one's interesting, that we're going to see a Bucky variant suit up as Captain America in The Void. Now,
what? Oh snap, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, Bucky should have been Captain America from the start. I'm sorry, dude. And I mean, Falcon, he really don't resemble as a Captain America. As we've seen in Falcon and the Winter Soldier and his own movie. Nah, man, they really need to make Bucky Captain America, dude. I would love to see that, man. Even though Captain America, the Winter Soldier is my favorite Captain America movie out of the whole franchise, Bucky should have been Captain America. He should have taken over his friend, his old, since they're already like elderly men, supposedly. Really, Bucky should have took over.
I'm
as a
assuming this is
friend
not
for
the
Captain
Void
America.
that Sentry is associated with, but the Void as in the place from Loki, the place that exists outside of...
Bruh, look at that. I ain't gonna lie, I never even look at this art, dude. Ooh, this look badass. This looks more badass than Captain America Falcon suit he had on. Yo, look at this. And he had like a steel shield with that. And you can still see the lines in the shield. Yo, this is a badass suit right here, dude. Why didn't they make you Captain America, Bucky? Oh, I'm highly disappointed. That's a badass
space
art, man.
and time. And I know we're going to see the Void again in Avengers Doomsday and or Secret Wars. I think it's going to be a really important location, which I talked about in my last video. So apparently we're going to get Captain America Bucky, which some people I can imagine really want to see. But another character that James Max says is going to show up is Black Swan. He claims she's going to make her MCU debut, in Avengers Secret Wars. In the comic, she becomes one of the last of her people when an incursion occurs on Earth 1365. She escaped to the Library of Worlds and was recruited into the Black Swans, an organization we later learn is ruled over by Doctor Doom. It's actually ruled over by somebody called...
Okay, sorry to interrupt you, Cosmo One, but I want to know, is she any related to like that the villain that Sadie Sink is gonna play in Spider-Man Brand New Day? She looked like she could be related to what he said was she was gonna be like a Scriptico, whatever that is. I ain't gonna lie, man. I would love Sadie Sink to be Jean Grey of a whole new of a new X-Men younger universe. Like that would start like a whole new universe of X-Men. She'll be the first actor to be cast as Jean Grey in my opinion, though. But I would like to see some new characters they bring to the MCU. That would be pretty cool to see, like just like this character right here, Black Swan. Just wondering, like I said again, I wonder if she related to the villain that Sadie Sink is going to play in Spider-Man
who is
Brand New
Doctor
Day.
Doom. It's just an alias he goes by. And the Black Swans actually are followers of Doctor Doom who are trying to help him save the multiverse. They're trying to stop incursion. Ultimately, some Black Swans do go rogue, and a lot of people think that the Black Swans are actually trying to destroy the multiverse, but Doctor Strange finds out eventually that Robin Malal is indeed Doctor Doom, and he is indeed trying to save the multiverse, which is why I think in the MCU, we're going to follow kind of that same route. I think Clea probably works for the Black Swans because she showed up and said, you caused an incursion and we're going to fix it. Ultimately, she brings him to Doctor Doom, where Doom explains that he is trying to save the multiverse and Doom has caused some incursions, and in order to kind of atone for his sins, Doctor Strange joins Doctor Doom. Now, Black Swan would eventually be captured by the Illuminati, and not necessarily a good Illuminati. She kind of gets mixed up with the Cabal. So she actually goes on to join the Cabal, and the Cabal end up getting their own life raft thanks to the Maker from the Ultimate Universe. And that way, they survive the destruction of the multiverse and end up eventually on Battleworld. So I think what this is telling us, and what we've heard in the past, is that Doctor Doom really does have a plan to save the multiverse. He's going to be viewed as evil, but in his own mind, kind of like Thanos, he is the hero going about trying to, as we've heard, take out people who have caused incursions. One of
that okay. Cause Robert Downey Jr. he did say in his Instagram post when he became Doctor Doom, new mask, same task. So I'm taking that as okay. So he really got to save the multiverse again with a snap of his fingers. So new mask, same task. I'm taking that as a guaranteed. He gonna do the same thing that he did.
Steve Rogers,
in
Captain America, the same one from Avengers Endgame. And it looks like he does have a following, which we've heard. Doctor Doom is going to have his own team. That could be the Black Swans. I'm betting it is, and I'm betting the Black Priest, who is another multiversal group who's trying to stop the multiverse from being destroyed. I don't think they're going to be in it because I think that's a lot to throw at casual audiences. But the Black Swans, not the Black Priest, the Black Swans are most likely the group that is kind of following Doctor Doom in a religious way, trying to help him save the multiverse. But ultimately, we know Doctor Doom's probably going to have ulterior motives and wants to kind of rule everything, and ultimately is indeed a villain. Who's going to be on his team? The Black Swans, Doctor Strange, and probably a few other people as well. And we're going to see some cameos in this movie according to multiple insiders, so a lot's going to go down. But let me know what you think about this recent news in the comments down below. Please don't...
Can't wait till what they do with Avengers Doomsday. It's a lot that's going on right now with this movie, dude. But, man, it's a lot. I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot. It's a lot that Marvel need to catch up on and need to get the fans tuned back into. But I'm here for it, though. But it is what it is, man. And run them views up for your boy. And I catch y'all later. And appreciate you for this video, Cosmic Wonder. And I'm out. Peace.